everybody, it's me again, coming at you with another video here for, you want to call it mod, installation, maintenance, whatever. We're going to install the Lochwin Lit NVRAM battery eliminator. This is pretty much going to be identical to the ROM and display swap, except for we're doing a different chip and only doing one this time. In fact, it's so similar you could probably even reuse some of the same footage from the previous video. So let's start off with the easy part. Unlock that back box, get that translite out, and open up your back box access panel. And I bought this around Black Friday, so I guess that's why he seems to have actually thrown in one of these space-age Ziploc plastic bags and a lovely protective piece of foam to keep the pins from getting bent. Okay, I'm pretty sure he does this all the time, but hey, I got to keep the video interesting. So there you can see is our display ROM that we upgraded in the previous video from pinballrob.com. The chip we're looking at now is the one directly below it in D5. Trying to read it upside down, but I believe it says Hyundai. Not just great cars, but apparently great chips as well. So the only problem with those is, of course, when the batteries go dead, you lose your memory. And when the batteries go dead, they bleed all over your board and rot things out and lead to very costly repairs. So let's start getting those out of here. So again, just use the simple technique of carefully working a flat blade screwdriver between the socket and the chip. Do not go between your board and the socket, or you will damage it, rip something out, and again, costly repairs. Carefully remove that with a screwdriver or an EEPROM puller. Okay, now, so step back and admire your work. Go ahead and take the chip off of its protective foam, and then you can go ahead and plug it right on in, again, D5. The nice thing about these, I'm trying to think the term off the top of my head, I believe it's socket pins versus machine legs. This is not like the original program and display ROMs that we did earlier where you have to bend everything in place. These should just plug right into the socket. Okay, I know some of you guys are thinking that we might have forgotten, but let me go ahead and throw in a reminder here. You do not ever plug in an IC, chip, ROM, EEPROM, whatever, without paying attention to the orientation of pin 1. There is a notch on the end of your chip, and there is a notch on the end of your socket. If you plug it in backwards and they don't line up, you are going to fry that chip. Now, those of you who have never actually had a battery failure before or factory reset, you may not be familiar with, what does it mean? It says open the door. Basically, this is just one of those odd, weirdly worded error messages that they don't take the time to make user-friendly. It just means that it doesn't know what to do with the data in your RAM. It's corrupted, missing, just replaced the chip, whatever. So it just means you actually need to open the coin door. That will let it know that you've acknowledged the reset. So again, as a reminder, before you actually power your machine back on, as you can see here, we're scrolling through the audits. It has lost everything. So before you take that old RAM chip out, make sure you've written down any settings, audits, adjustments that you want to keep track of, because this does have the same effect as doing a factory restore.
Our attractions will drive kids out of their minds.
So with that, I'm going to resist the temptation to do it. That's what she said, Joe. And I'm just going to continue to hope that my videos continue to drive kids out of their mind. And actually not just kids, but YouTubers of any age, because that's the only way I can keep this going. I just ask you guys again, if you like the videos, you want to see them coming, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and leave some comments. Guys, have a good one.